So just adding the live to a few groups as per usual. Can somebody on the Facebook feed just allow me the graciousness of letting me know that you can hear me okay and you can see the clip okay before we get going? Thanks, Jeannie. Oh, hello, Kay. Peter. So, good evening, good evening. I just thought I really wanted to hop on, just do a little channeling. As soon as we are midway between the eclipse season, you know, we had the lunar solar eclipse last weekend, and then we have the lunar eclipse next following weekend. So quite a potent time, of course, to be doing the work. A lot going on energetically, as usual, and will continue to amplify, of course. That's just the way it is. That is the times that we are living in. I've said it numerous times before. I don't really think it needs to be repeated. I think we all know that, yeah? So really, I just wanted to hop on and see how everybody was. You know, last week it felt like we really did go through a massive portal during the solar eclipse, and that really did feel, the other side of that felt a little easier than it has done for some of us in the last few weeks, as we've been graduating and moving through some very deep processes within to clear the vessel for a next stage downloads of energy, so that we can continue to advance the physical vessel, advance our consciousness, and to keep moving our being with the ascension process. So all in all, obviously everybody is at different stages of their own inner experience. You know, some people may still be feeling a lot of intensity, some people may be feeling quite at ease and flowing quite nicely. But this clip came to me this afternoon, and I just really wanted to talk to it and bring through a couple of pieces, or maybe 3 pieces of light language that can be used at any time, really, when you're going through a deep process of change. So I just felt, because there's so much happening for people, especially in the realms of loved ones passing or acquaintances passing, there's a lot of people moving on at this stage, whether it's the natural causes, whether it's suicide, whether it's illness, whether it's war. There's so many combinations of issues are coming up at this time, meaning that many are exiting. This is also, I feel, you know, part of their soul contract, part of their destiny, really, to leave as the energies notch further in intensity. Some beings aren't able to continue in their physical vessel that they were birthed into this life. And that has always been hey Rosalie, always been the case as a soul, and although it may be quite shocking and destabilizing to many of us when we have those around us pass very quickly, or out of the blue, it is quite a shock. Yeah. So that is the first part that I feel like I want to address with some light language. Yeah. The first part that I want to address with some light language. And I'll work with the pink dragon, the pink agate dragon, I feel. Now he'll come in much more at the pink dragon transmission I'll do for the lunar eclipse next Saturday. I'll put the link below and you can tune into that if it feels like it resonates. But for now, we're going to work with the energy of shock, because even just watching what is going on in Israel, for example, if you're watching that at the moment, it's quite a stirring and an intense process globally, really. So this is to release any shock in your system, whether it's something you've seen on TV, something that happens in your daily life, something that you feel in your energy field is a collective experience that you're processing yourself. Yeah, could be all combination of all three, really. So I'm working with this pink agate, divine love, and it's really to at a cellular level work with releasing of shock from the body, so that you can move into more ease and grace. And some of the shock patterning is coming up very strongly in the collective because it's time for it to be released, and it is being released by the outpouring of different circumstances in our lives. Yeah. Often, also many long-term relationships also completing at this time. Karmic completions, ancestral completions. So much is going on. Yeah. So we want to really release this deep shock of something happening that's unexpected, to our friends, to our family, to those around us, or the general collective field. So all you have to do is let this energy move through you, feel it, absorb it, let it do what it needs at a DNA level of your soul, as this energy of light language comes through for shock in the body. Okay? I feel like it's working primarily with the heart and the solar plexus chakra, the seat of the ego, if you will. And this is to release any attachments and to those that are leaving quickly, without gracefully, and so that we may move into harmony with ourselves once again. So just listen to the sound. Ashkanta da rege berege borre vashala batudo de rege barana rege berege badanaka. Shalabarege botudonanaka bara shalabarege berege bar shalabarege badanaka. Shalabatutu to the kana porca badanaka batuto rege badaganaka shalapugate badanaka. Shalaborca patatu to take batadanaka putananaka. Shalabutu to take batananaka badanaka batadanaka. Shalabutu to take barca putu to take badanaka barca badanaka. Shalabutu to take So take a breath. Feel free to leave comments if that energy touched you or moved you in some way. It's always good for others to share their experience. We are a tribe. We are connected as one. In these times of acceleration, it's good to know that we're unified. We're unified. Yeah. So that piece you can work with 3 times a day if you're going through something that has set you in shock. So if you feel unstable, if you feel wobbly, if you feel ungrounded by some piece of news or something that's happened close to home, then please feel free to listen to that piece of light language 3 times a day for minimum 3 days, just to help settle and release what's been asked of you to release through the process of shock. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So just take a breath. So the second piece is I titled this channeling inertia. Yeah. So we are in the in between the eclipses. We're in between a lot of shifts energetically in the collective field. That is bringing up lots of stuff for clearing, and there is a sense that sometimes that there is so much changing so quickly that we feel inert or lost. Yes, inert or lost. Now I want to address this with a second piece of light language. Yeah, and this is around around where you think that you're not moving forward, where you think that something is inexplainably wrong with you, where you feel like you don't know who you are anymore. Yeah. And this is really to support those sensations in the heart space as you are shifting into a new version of yourself. So it can be a little bit unknown, a little bit scary to the ego. And of course, there is a place that is feeling lost. And that is an intention, because we are shifting out of one place into another. And when we do that, we actually don't know who we are for a little while, and we don't know where we're headed. And it's all about allowing, if we can, accepting where we're at, if we can, and surrendering to where we are in the moment, so that the energies can move, and then we can recoalesce energetically, and we will then find new inspiration, new connection within, and move forward. But because we're in this week of in between, I would call it, because we're in between the two eclipses, then it's particularly coming up for people, this sense of feeling lost and confused. Yeah, and because of everything that's going on in the world, it's very big as a theme right now. As we move from one way to another, we are the Rainbow Bridge, we are building a new way. However, that is a tricky piece of work for us to get our small minds around. Yeah, so we like to make trouble, and we like to create a little bit of havoc in the not knowing. So this time I'm working with a beautiful pink agate unicorn for the heart space. So this is to help the body elemental feel safe in the not knowing, and when you feel lost, so that it can calm out of distress of feeling like something is deeply wrong, because there's nothing deeply wrong. It's just you're in a process of change. So allow this energy to move through you once again, help it to settle your being, harmonize your heart space, allow you to feel free inside as you move forward into new territory. Yeah, okay. So again, listen with awareness, gentle ears, and allow the energy move through you. Yeah. Shabato de gepe de panana shalabato de gepe de geshele batata to de gepanaka. Shalabata to kepanana shalabarka bodo de gepatananaka. Shalapatati kushulo shulopakatanana shalakatatanaka. Shalaputu Shele patata shele petiko shono tishepati titi puti pananaka. Shalapata chichiki gorshi andar kapeteke shele petike shele chichichiko burkanana arshala. Ishele patishiku kuku. Shalabarkanana. Shalabakanana. Bring in the beauty and the magic of the unicorns. Shibatiko toto datarakapatiko puto sholapakika nanaka pugotika pananaka. Shalapatiko toto shalapatiko toto shalapatiko toto kika nana ashala ala ashala ana ashala ana ala eshele ele. So, yeah. So this, again, take a breath, drink of water if you wish. So again, this light language transmission is useful if you're feeling like internally something's not at ease, you're feeling lost, you're feeling uncertain, you're making story about that, you're feeling like something's deeply wrong. Often this is just the body not recognizing change and making old patterning an old story. So if you can move out of old story of, oh my goodness, there's something wrong, you can just relax into allowing this process to unfold. And I do feel like this week in between the eclipses is a powerful week of kind of all sorts bubbling up and numbness, thawing, and a bit of lostness and confusion. But it's part of the clearing process, once again, we're in, so that we can move further into a deeper connection with ourselves, which is really what we're all doing here, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so take a moment. Again, this one can be used 3 times a day. If you're feeling this sensation, I would recommend that this is actually, this number 2 can be worked with once a day for the whole week between now and the lunar eclipse next Saturday. Just to help your body process loss or lostness, and especially this will help you support the collective going through this portal of change that we are all in at this time. Okay? So any comments before we go further? I'm just going to grab another crystal and then we'll do a final piece of light language. So take a breath. Yeah, take a breath. So finally, so this piece can be worked with the second lost feeling transmission. This is existential crisis. Yeah. So this is when you are feeling a deep sense of what is my purpose? Why am I here? What's it all about? That could lead into some energies of despair if you feel lost, yeah? So this is, again, dependent on where you're at. I'm not saying everybody has to be feeling all this stuff right now. You may come across it later on in your path. If so, go back to this transmission and let it work with you, yeah? But for now, I'm particularly wanting to address these points because just with client sessions and what I've been seeing on socials, it's a theme that's coming up big time at the moment. Yeah. So this energy working existential angst, and this is often related to past life aspects that are also arising within your being and your energy system to be cleared that have felt loss, failed missions, not sure of purpose in other lives. So this is a return, a revisiting of some certain energies that we are now clearing so that when we move into the next year, we are more aligned, more unpurposed, and really ready to move into the new energies that are wanting to welcome us into 2024. Yeah. So I'm working finally with this gorgeous little rainbow fluorite scorpion. Yeah, rainbow fluorite scorpion. So he's got a bit of a sting. Yeah. So this is really working, I feel, with the Scorpio energy, the deep dive that Scorpio really represents, the deep shadow, the underworld. And so existential angst, there's so many layers to it. There's so many systems within that that are hard to really understand at a cognitive level because it's touching many aspects of you from all dimensions. So this is a multi-dimensional clearing of your template. around the theme of existential angst using the energy of the Scorpion or Scorpio. Yeah? Okay. So take a breath. Again, this feels like it's heart solar plexus. Yeah? Ashkanda dara gipete ko shishibote kapatananaka porque patananaka. Shalabarke patananaka patatiki peti kananaka. Shalabarko kotutututunanaki potonanaka porkamba nanankanaka. Shalabatika. Shalabatika barakananaki. Shalabatika patakananaki patarakanaki. Shalabarki kananaka baraganaka. Shalabatika patanaka potanaka. Shalabotiki pototiketiki araka. Eshkalabarkia pototarkanaka patkanaka. Shalabatiki potototikanaka. Shalabatika patanaka patakanaka. Shalabatika patika. Shalabatika potikatiki. Shalabatika potikatiki. Shalabatika potikatiki. Shalabatika potikatiki. Take a breath. So recognizing that part of an existential angst trigger could be experiencing sudden death or experiencing those close to you passing. Yeah. This is all linked with rebirth and death. Yeah. We're in this rebirth death experience. Some souls are actually physically living, but this is also an inner process, really Scorpio coming in, the energies of Pluto. It's really deep dive time, yeah? Really up till the end of the year. But this is a very powerful time because it's the eclipse season, yeah? So this one, again, I feel like you can work with every day up to the solar eclipse and beyond if you wish. But especially if you're feeling knocked off center by something that you've read or watched on TV or something that's happened in your energy field or your community around you. We are in this time of quite shocking revelations, quite shocking events that are taking people off their center. So and knocking them around, yeah? So many people are spinning out, spinning off. And that's why there's so many of us doing this work, because when one does, we have the other ones to hold their boots, yeah? So be grounded as much as you can. Keep working with these transmissions of shock, lost, and existential angst. And if you know anybody that's going through a deep process, you can pass this on to them either by tagging them, or I'll do a YouTube later and stick it under in the comments so you can pass the YouTube on. So this is really about harmonizing your being through massive change, whether it's internal or external in the world. Yeah. So all in all, these feelings are normal right now. That's something to just try and remind you all of, that even though you've done a lot of work, you've worked on yourself, you know your stories, you know your patterns, these themes are coming up super strong within the collective field because of the acceleration of the energy. So it's a good reminder that if you are feeling lost or shocked by something or in some sort of existential crisis, that this is part of your evolution. That this is part of where you're supposed to be at right now, so that you can move into a bigger space and a bigger space holding. Yeah. So, any questions or anything anyone wishes to share while I'm here? I will be doing a pink dragon transmission, working with the pink agates, all the crystals that I've sort of been showcasing today and over the week. They will come in to that event. If you wish to connect with them further, you can message me privately. I will have them for sale after the Pink Dragon event, and that will be next Saturday. So I'll be doing a one-line event online for the lunar eclipse. So again, we'll be working with the feminine, we'll be working with the pink ray, really to support, I feel, all the uprising that's happening, whether it's angst within or some of the uprising within the collective field. So we are inviting harmony, unity, peace again. Similar to the rainbow dragon that we did on the solar eclipse, we now move our attention to the pink dragon, I feel, because it's the lunar being more feminine, and also really wanting to bring in some compassion and some divine love for our beings, because the energies that are supporting us and watching the process are recognizing that many are stretched to their limits and that they are needing some extra support. And that's why I hopped on today to do this as guided, and that's why I'll be doing the pink dragon on the solar eclipse on the 28th, Saturday the 28th, online. Yeah. So if you feel guided, I'll tag again underneath, and you can grab tickets to that. Yeah. I agree, Wendy. A great celebration indeed. Yeah. So, anything else I feel to say? So that's it for now, I feel. We're in the in-between, yeah? We're in the in-between. Do what you need to do to support yourself. Work with these 3 transmissions. Pass them on if they feel supportive of those around you. And let's just keep aligning with our highest energies. Let's just keep working in tribe and supporting each other and finding a new way through, even though there's so much disturbance going on in the energy field right now. Yeah, so we always knew that this time was going to be accelerated, and the chaos would unfold in bumps and different ways as energies unravel and systems fall. So we are in it for the long haul. So it's important that you navigate your energy and that you don't burn out. Yeah, because if you need time to rest, if you need time to regroup because so much is going on internally or something shocking has happened to you personally, then allow that space to be. Your clients will be there when you come back. Yeah. So I had my 4 weeks of feeling a bit sick, and it really forced me to stop and slow down. And in that time, a lot of shifts occurred, which I'm very grateful for. Now I'm out the other side. So, wherever we are at is right for ourselves, and to trust that. And if you want some extra support, you can message me privately and we can work out a one-on-one time. But other than that, I think that's all I want to say today. So have a pleasant Saturday evening wherever you are in the world, or Saturday morning for some of you maybe. And I will catch you, some of you, next Saturday in the Pink Dragon transmission. So take care, one and all. I wish you much love. It's big times, but we are made for these times. So let us be victorious. And let us work with the dragons, work with the dragons. The dragon energy is so present and so potent, empowering, and activating at this time. It will really help you feel that you're, you're in charge, and you can actually, you've got this, yeah? So work with them and call them in and help them clear your energies and help them work with your grids at home or in your local area. And let's keep doing the work, guys. So bye-bye. I'll see you soon. Take care.